I continue like the previous one. Circle around him. His wandering. His change of heart. It all made me pretend it didn't happen. But how could it be? Love someone. How could it be possible to tolerate his betrayal? But he said it so lightly. It seems certain that I will continue to endure it for him. Because he knows. I love him. He's using my love as a weapon to hold me hostage. I've never been so aware of it for a moment. The clear and passionate love of those youths. The twisted stench that has been burned over the years. Unrecognizable. I don't care about you. I'm closing. Can be resisted by him. Therefore, he seemed to be a little puzzled. Aren't you just practicing in a box? What exactly do you want? What else do you want me to do? The disparity in strength between men and women is too great. He was about to open the door easily. However, a voice came from behind me. Ella, who is this? When I turned around, Shi Yen only had a bath towel around her body. I was wiping my dripping hair with a towel. The beautiful muscle lines on the waist converge into a fishing line. Liam's movements froze. After a while, he looked down at me. There was anger in his eyes. Ella, who is he? I just wanted to speak. Zane walked over and put his arm around me, smiled and stretched out his hand and said that he was coming to his ex-husband. Oops, I've heard of the name for a long time. Hello, seniors. I'm here and now. He's having a broken water heater at home. Came to borrow the bathroom. But I didn't say that. Acquiesced to Zane's rhetoric. Liam's face turned pale. For a moment, I felt like he was going to turn around and leave. But he actually endured it. After taking a deep breath, barely calmed down. Ella, I can understand you hanging out when you're sad. I don't mind. I don't mind that. How to listen to it, with the smell of gnashing teeth. Liam closed his eyes. You're back now. I don't think it happened. For a moment, I almost applauded him. This is? What a generous attitude. I scoffed. Liam, you don't mean to say you're cheating, too. It just so happens that this matter is settled. In the future, we will continue to cover the big bed with a big quilt. Treat it as if nothing happened. Liam didn't speak. The look in his eyes meant that he was thinking so. I think it's ridiculous. I suddenly didn't know. The feelings I've guarded over the years. What the hell is it? It seems like he's when I don't know it. Has grown into an unbearable and ugly monster. Zane suddenly laughed. He glanced Liam up and down. He smiled but didn't laugh. I heard that the seniors have found a young one again. Indeed, who doesn't like young? Fresh and vibrant. I like it too. He hugged me tighter. I'm only 21 years old. I've come and gone. How can it be? I'll come back to you, the old cabbage gang. I have what you have. What you don't have, I have too. Wake up, senior. He is a senior in one bite. The words that came out pierced people's hearts. I looked at the Liam man and saw the extreme face. It's all a little scared. He was so angry that he passed. All right, we're going to rest. Senior, do you have money? If you don't have any money, I'll transfer you some rice. Let's go and stay in a hotel. His hand around my waist tightened. The look is ambiguous. Big night. We've got to be busy. He didn't finish. Liam had already been punched in the face. Good guy. Such a cheap mouth. It is also deserved to be beaten. Zane didn't laugh angrily. Wipe the blood that spilled from the corner of his mouth. Turn around and smash a punch into Liam's abdomen. Liam had a bad stomach. A muffled snort. Grimace. Two tall men just punch you. I kicked and got into a fight in the narrow hallway. That's enough. I rushed in front of Zane. Glared at Lu Shuming. Lu Shuming, you're crazy. When Zane hit someone just now, the ferocity dissipated in an instant. Hold my arm and shake it. Chu Dao comes. You see him beating me. It hurts. You protect him. Liam seemed ridiculous. I didn't even bother to wipe the blood off my face. Suddenly erupted Ella. We've been fucking together for 10 years. You protected him in my presence. You've only known him for a few days. Oh yes. Didn't you protect Chloe in front of me before? I chuckled. Liam. Stop bothering my life. We're done. Liam looked at me in amazement. It was clear that Zane had hit him several times just now. He wasn't much of a deal. But after I said that, his body suddenly bent down. It's as if all the energy in the body have been drained away. Yes, after a long time, he tugged at the corners of his mouth, laughed miserably. I'll go. With that, he staggered downstairs. The dim light of the hallway followed his forehead. Shadows constantly shook on the face. I stood still, but my heart hurt finally. Thank you today. I struggled to keep my composure, but his voice was still a little trembling. I'll give you some medicine. Zane was pulled into the living room by me. I dipped a cotton ball in iodine. Disinfect the wound on the corner of his mouth. He looked down at me. Pretty face. Because of the wound, there was a hint of gangsterism. We were very close. Breath intertwined. I could smell what was coming from him. The smell of my shower gel. Does it hurt? I asked him. What I'm saying is true. Zane said suddenly, Ella, you should consider me. I looked up, and Zane's eyes didn't hide their aggressiveness. I'm good looking. There is money in the family. Still young and capable. He accentuated the word competent. I definitely won't be like your ex-husband. You try it with me. I couldn't help but laugh. This guy always speaks so bluntly. Narcissistic like a stinking rascal. What a laugh at. Zane was a little dissatisfied. I really like you. I continued to take the medicine. Lightly said you this. Not like. Just a whim. You should go and fall in love with a girl of the same age. We don't fit. Chien stopped talking. A face is elongated. Please, I'm 21. It's not 12 again. I can't tell if it's a whim. Ella, I like you so much. Your stupid ex-husband doesn't deserve you. I put away the iodine. Okay, it's false to say that you don't want to be impressed. Zane, she is narcissistic though. But there is narcissistic capital. As she said, it's hard for anyone not to be tempted by such a person. 21-year-old beautiful young boy. Look straight into your eyes. Say you like it when you like it. No one is unimpressed. It's just that I've already lost once. I can't afford to do it again. The most beautiful and fragile thing in the world is commitment. There was silence for a long time. It's going to be over. Zane said to me, Ella, before leaving. I know your last marriage hurt you. It's normal for you to have concerns. But I'll prove it to you. You choose me, and I won't make you sad again. My friend found out that I was going to get a divorce. Are tactfully persuading me to leave. You've suffered so much with Liam. Now he has money. You're going to give him up to another woman. You don't lose anything. Yes, I heard. Liam has been estranged from that mistress a lot lately. I took it everywhere before. I haven't seen it much lately. It seems that he transferred people to the branch. This person is fresh and fresh outside. Men, it's all like that. Can you know that I just need to go home and give you all the money? Actually, they are also for my good. It doesn't necessarily make sense. It's just not the life I want. People live in the world. Just a few decades. I don't want to guard a man who has changed his mind. A lifetime of waste. When I return to Beijing, I'm still in a trance. Only a few months away. But I felt that this place was very strange. Liam drives. Come pick me up. The wound on his face was almost healed. Neither of us spoke much along the way. Until you get off the bus. He whispered thank you. I nodded. Grandma was very nice to me. I should have come to see her. Grandma Lu Shuming is seriously ill. The only thing he cares about in this life is his children and grandchildren. Said that he really wanted to meet me and Lu Shuming, because the old man is not in good health. Liam, please. Don't tell Grandma about our divorce just yet. I agreed. Because Grandma Liam was really nice to me. I remember when I wasn't married. She came to see me. After knowing that I like bacon. Every year, a lot of bacon is smoked and sent to me. He was very old by then. The family persuaded him not to do it. He just smiled and said, come on. I love to eat it, and I haven't seen it for a few months. Grandma was left with only a handful of bones left. His face was thin and covered with furrows. His eyes had been half closed at the time of seeing us. Finally, it slowly brightened. Stretch out a rough, thin hand. Hold me slowly. Come on, come on. My eyes were sore. Grandma, I can't go on anymore. Grandma just looked at us. The corners of his mouth were difficult to hook up a faint smile. It's okay, don't cry. Everyone has this day. Don't cry, kid. Grandma has enough for this life. Look at you little too, so good. I'll be able to close my eyes. Liam took my hand. Dry voice. Grandma, we'll be fine. Grandma paused for a moment. Look at Liam. Kid, come on. I've been with you for so many years. You have money now. Must not disappoint her sincerity. He hoarsely said that this life, sincerity is the rarest. There is someone who is genuinely good to you. This is something that no amount of money can get in exchange. Liam's hand trembled slightly. Well, Grandma rested. Out of the ward. Liam puffs out a cigarette in front of the window. I thought about it and held it in my hand again. We just stood still until he spoke first. I know what went wrong now. I thought I was tired of living the same endless flow of eating. But now I know. Behind all this, how much do you give? You go these days. I thought about it a lot. I don't really like Chloe that much either. Just a momentary freshness. I've broken up with him. I promise not to make this mistake again. Let's reconcile. We're the same as before. We can have children. A happy family of 3. A strange hope crossed his face. It was as if he was really immersed in the happiness he described. But I just think it's ridiculous. Have a baby, and then let him inherit the genes of the rotten people who cheated in marriage. Liam's smile froze. He sighed. I know how much I hurt you. It's okay. Ella was waiting for me before. I'll wait for you this time. I'm not going to give up. I'm disgusting. I'm going to take another look at my grandmother and leave. But there was the sound of blocked high heels behind him. Then an angry voice rang out. Liam, you broke up with me. Just to be reconciled with him. I turned around, and Chloe actually came. Liam's forehead jumped. What are you doing here? Chloe's voice was stopped. Liam, you're done. I'm just going to run, isn't it? I tell you it can't be. I'll tell you too. We're done. Liam changed her gentleness. Look bored. Isn't it enough that I have given you benefits? There's no way I'm going to divorce Ella and marry you. You die this hard. Chloe looked straight at Liam. Tears fell. Shumming, I'm pregnant. Then knock it out. Liam's expression didn't change in the slightest. I have a wife. I don't need an outsider to give me an illegitimate child. Chloe took an incredible step back. Tears. It seems that I didn't expect this to be. People with grinding ears and temples will suddenly turn their faces. So cruel to her. I watched from the sidelines. Not surprising. Liam is selfish at heart. He doesn't really love me. I don't love Chloe either. He loves only himself. Even me, my lover who has been with me for 10 years, can be easily discarded. Another yellow argument. Chloe, who has only been together for less than a year. Just when I thought Chloe was going to be sad and leave, he gritted his teeth hard. Suddenly, he pushed the door of the ward open. Bang. Grandma woke up. Chloe rushed in. She lunged at her grandmother's bed, pointing at my grandmother. Shumming and him are divorced. Now I'm your granddaughter-in-law. Shumming is going to dump me. Grandma, you help me. Help me to persuade him. I already have his baby in my belly. He pulled out a B ultrasound from his bag. Yes, on Grandma's face. Look, Grandma. He might be a boy. This is the great-grandson of the Liu family. Grandma frowned at his shaking. He trembled and stretched out his hand to land Shumming. Seems to want to say something. Chloe choked up Grandma. You persuade Shumming. This is his child. How could he be so cruel as to kill his own child? Grandma's face was swollen red. I see something is wrong. Pull him up. Chloe, you let go. Grandma's hands froze in midair. He stared at Liu Shumming. The color of blood on his face faded inch by inch. Finally, it gradually turns gray. The hand fell to the ground. Not moving, Everyone was stunned by the scene. A moment later, I shouted to the doctor. Doctor, Grandma is still gone. The doctor said that she was already dying, if you take care of it. Maybe a few more days. This time he was angry. All of a sudden, people didn't hold up. Chloe didn't seem to expect this either. The man stood in the corner stunned. He probably just thought that the old man valued the bloodline. I want my grandmother to persuade Liam. After a few words, he timidly stepped forward and tugged Liam. Liam turned around inch by inch. The air in the room seemed to freeze. The corners of his eyes and eyebrows twitched with violence. I've never seen him look so horrible. Syllable. The slap didn't stop at all. Chloe was fanned out half a meter away. Hit the ground hard. The corners of his mouth cracked. Blood oozed out. He covered his face. He stared at Liam blankly. Liam's voice seemed to be crisp and icy. However, Liam's dad also came over. Red-eyed kicked Liam hard. It's not all yours. These things can't go on. You have to mess around outside. And in front of your grandmother. Your grandmother was by you. This tragic farce did not end until the evening. Lou's father insisted on killing Liam. Chloe went up again to protect her. Liam told Chloe to roll again. Chloe cried. Liam's own flesh and blood are also in his belly. I'm so tired. Left first. No matter how it turns out. It's all about me. I'm just sad Grandma. This old man who has been kind all his life. There is no peace when you leave. Grandma's funeral was held a few days later. I went and put on a few sticks of incense and left. Liam's mom grabbed my hand. Choked up. I patted her hand. The Lou family is actually quite good. It's just that fate has been exhausted in the end. After returning home, I've been preparing for the opening of the restaurant. The store is not big, but there is quite a lot to prepare. Good thing Zane has been helping me. I also saved a lot of heart when the first snow falls in winter. I dug out an iron box as I cleaned up the house. Open it and take a look. It's inside. These are all letters that Liam wrote to me back then. We were in high school at the time, and I don't have a cell phone. I just rely on writing letters every day to communicate. I paused. Pick it up, one by one. Come here, let's go tomorrow morning. Recently, an old woman came to pester me. I told her I had a girlfriend. She didn't believe it. Annoying, my mom made dumplings today. It's delicious. Come to my house for dinner tomorrow. I was found by the teacher today. Let's talk about our early love. He said we were too young. Just a momentary freshness. It's definitely going to be split in a few days. What a fart. We'll always be fine. Together forever. Come here, let's go buy a time capsule together. Wang Shao gave it to me. Exactly tomorrow weekend. Let's hang out together. I looked at the letter. A memory popped up in my mind. At the age of 18, Liam and I were under the camphor tree at school. Buried a time capsule together. It seems to have written something about us in the future. It was agreed that we would pick it up together in 10 years. This year marks exactly the 10th year. What was written back then? I don't even remember anymore. I have a bit of indescribable complexity in my heart. I'm going to dig it out and have a look. As a result, I stopped when I went downstairs. Liam was standing in front of the building. The body is covered with a thick layer of snowflakes. He looked like he had been standing for a long time. What are you doing here? I subconsciously wrinkled my eyebrows. Liam's lips moved. Come here. I'm here to apologize to you. I thought about it for a long time. I feel like I owe you a word. I'm sorry. I walked past him with my head bowed. No, don't show up in front of me. It's the best apology for me. He grabbed me. The fundus of the eyes is densely covered with red blood. Ella, what the hell do you want me to do? You can come back. I wanted to get rid of him. Suddenly, I didn't know what I was thinking. I took out the letter he had written to me at the time from his pocket. Hand it over. I'm going to dig up the time capsule from that year now. Are you going to go along? Didn't come back for 10 years. The school hasn't changed much either. The school building was repainted. A new playground was built. However, the one outside the school is small. The sales office is still open. It's just that the signboard is a little bigger. Let's go in. The boss of the past is now old. He doesn't remember us for a long time. He happily handed us 2 cups of hot drinks. The camphor tree seems to be thicker than I remembered. Now it's full of snow. Occasionally, remnants of snow fall from the treetops, blown away by the wind. I was holding a shovel I had borrowed from my boss. I dug it down with an impression. The soil is too hard to freeze. Liam took the shovel over. 1 foot on it. Finally shoveled down. The small stones that were used to mark them are long gone. We dug for a long time. It wasn't until I was sweating profusely that I saw the iron box. Liam took it out. Open carefully. Take out the plastic time capsule from it. The capsules are brightly colored. It seems like it was buried yesterday. It's just that the little note inside has been yellowed. The handwriting on it is still a little immature. The first wish. Married to Ella. The second wish. Always with Ella. 18-year-old Liam is separated by 10 years of time and space. Ask the 28-year-old. Liam 10 years later. Has my wish come true? I must have come true. Below is my handwriting. I also want to be with Liam forever. The boy's words seem to be still in his ears. It's just that 10 years later, things are no longer human. Liam stared blankly at the note in his hand. He seemed to be struck by the snow that was falling all over the sky. Frozen in place. Motionless, froze there. After a long time, his fingertips began to tremble. When you look up, tears fell straight down the face. Therefore, his voice was bitter. I know what you want. I smiled. Shred that note. Throw your hand into the snow. Scraps of paper are blown up by the wind, whirling, whistling, and scattering. No more to see. I didn't think of it at the time. We were married for 7 years. In the end, it will end in such an embarrassing and tragic way. The promise of the youth seems to be bow and arrow shot. After so many years, 10,000 arrows pierced the heart. Passed away 10 years ago. Your wish has not been fulfilled. Liam and I are now separated. I clapped my hands. Get up and go. Liam grabbed me. Kneel in the snow. He pleaded, Ella. Please, give me one more chance. I swear I will never hurt you again. He choked and bowed his head. Tears smashed into the snow. Melt a small pit. Don't want me. I put my hands in my pockets. Look at him calmly. Liam, don't do that. It's ugly. I've come a long way. Looking back, Liam was still kneeling in the snow. Snowflakes fell on him. Chien disappeared and began one day. I couldn't get in touch with him at all. It's like he suddenly appeared in my life. He suddenly disappeared again on a snowy day. Since then, I never saw him again. I probably felt bad for a while. But after all, it has already passed Liam. Plus, Chien and I haven't known each other for too long. Slowly, I let go of my hands. I think he's so young. What was said at the time must have been just a whim. We are not originally people of the same world. After a short stagger, I should be back to my life. Thankfully, my restaurant is finally open. The storefront is called a Story Restaurant. I plan to expand it in the future. It was renamed Story Restaurant. The guests were full of praise for my craftsmanship. It's only a few days. The hotel is crowded with customers. There are even free people who help me post Zaya Hongshu to promote. The shop is getting busier. I had no choice but to hire 2 more people to help with the work. Slowly, I don't think much of Zane anymore. Only occasionally when I go home. I saw the door that didn't open again. I'm still a little stunned. Until this day. I came home after a busy day and opened the door, but I was suddenly stunned. Zane wore an apron, carrying it on its shoulders. Year after year, he poked his head out and smiled at me. I'm in a trance. This scene seems to go back to half a year ago. We still have the best relationship. Zane pursed her lips, strode over and hugged me. The hug was too hard. It was like he was going to rub me into his body. He buried his face in my shoulder socket. I'm sorry. That day, the old man suddenly sent someone to take me back. He said he was not well. You have to force me to go back and get married. Inherit the family business. I don't want to. He had my phone snatched away. Shut me up at home. Say when I'm going to change my mind. When will I be released? I've always wanted to contact you. I tried running a few times. He pulled up his trouser legs, revealing the hideous and terrifying scars on the calves. With a wry smile, I tumbled down from the upper floor. As a result, he was still arrested. I was a little stunned. Subconsciously reach out and touch it. Do those scars still hurt? Chian's eyes softened, and it didn't hurt anymore. So how did you get out? The games I made before were pretty much the same. After I was brought back, the people in the company went online as planned. As a result, the game exploded. It earned more than 80 million just after it was launched. The follow-up turnover is still growing wildly. I went on a hunger strike at home to protest. The old man couldn't help me. I have a career of my own. There was no choice but to compromise. He said, in the future, I can find a professional manager to take care of the family business. He said it lightly. I could see that he was a little thinner. His face was also a little haggard. Apparently this struggle was not as easy as he said. Zane hugged me. Sullen said, Ella. What to do? I broke my promise. I said I was going to wait for you. And so suddenly I disappeared. You must be sad. Speechless, I patted him on the back. Outside the window, it began to snow again. Zane's voice choked up. You don't know how much I miss you. The old man asked me to go back and get married. I didn't like that woman at all. I'm especially scared when I'm gone. You reconciled with your ex-husband again. Or it was snatched by someone else. I tease him, yes. My ex-husband insisted on remarrying me. I've been thinking about it for the past 2 days. Zane didn't speak. Just a pair of eyes staring straight at me. He has single eyelids. Time to look down at people. The corners of the eyes are raised. The arc is sharp. It seems a little overbearing. Unprecedented. He wasn't angry. Just calmly come and eat. I made a beef stew and red wine. As a result, he waited for the bottle of red wine used for beef stew. When you take it out, I squirted straight out of my mouthful. 30,000 bottles of tuning. He used it to make beef stew and red wine. I was heartbroken. Loser, you. Zane just raised the corners of her mouth. Nonchalantly. I can't even get into the wine cabinet in my house. But there is exactly half a bottle left. Don't waste it. Let's drink it. I don't doubt him. We drank an unknown amount of alcohol that night. I said that I drank the remaining half of the bottle. As a result, I don't know how to open a new sake. By the end, I was crying and laughing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Almost scurried under the table. Zane helped me. Let me lean on him. Replied to my every word. When I opened my eyes again, it's already the middle of the night. I'm still a little dizzy, hesitant to go to the toilet. Zane came out of the bathroom. The body is loose and wrapped in a bath towel. The strong and beautiful muscles are still dripping water. I was dazed. Sudden divergence of thinking. Wasn't she taken back and locked up? How can you maintain such a good figure? But soon, I realized that something was wrong. Zane stood in front of the window. Look at me condescendingly. Tear open the towel with one hand. The moonlight shone on her face. She was originally stiff-shaped. The handsome facial features look a little evil. Obviously, there is no expression. For some reason I felt mad. I couldn't help but shiver. What am I going to do? I propped myself up. Unconsciously shrank back. Zane smiled. A mouthful of snow-white teeth is exposed. You. I was bitten on the side of my neck. The sensation of sharp teeth clinging to blood vessels. I couldn't help but shudder. Zane thrust his finger firmly between my fingers. 10 fingers interlocked with me. The movements of the upper body are gentle and delicate. The following is approaching step by step. Siege the city. I opened my eyes in confusion. Zane leaned over and kissed the wetness off the corner of my eye. The strong movement seems to kill me. The tone was very gentle. Who is awesome between me and your ex-husband? He asked, and I was speechless. He laughed, and the ensuing storm ensued. It almost dried up my brain. I had to hold onto his arm. His strong muscles were slightly damp. A drop of sweat fell on my neck. I'm better or he's better. He was ruthless. The voice is gentle. It seems like they were really asking for my opinion. I gritted my teeth. It feels like a boat in a storm, can only be carried by the wind and waves. As he spoke, Zane propped himself up. A hand grabbed my cheek. She curled the corners of her lips. Do you still get back together with him? I can't take it anymore. Crying and collapsing. You're amazing. Don't blame him for not getting back together. Straighten my sweaty forehead, like a contented host. Praise your possessions. Can you take a break? I pleaded. I have to open the store tomorrow. The guests are still waiting for me. I can't. He didn't speak. Leaned down. The moonlight fell on his back. The muscles are well defined. Clearly a predator. They are never enjoying their prey. It's scary to be young. Before losing consciousness. That's my last thought. I'm not with Chien. The next morning he got up and asked me for his name. When it didn't come, I felt like he was going to look at it. Eat me alive. But I'm scared. The promise of young boys. I'm afraid that one day Zane and I will get to that point. I don't dare to take it anymore. We agreed on a period of 3 years. If he still likes me after 3 years. Decided to choose me. We're all in this together. Time passes slowly. My restaurant has become a famous internet celebrity store. The traffic is full every day. I opened 2 more branches one after another. The size of the store has been expanded. I changed the name from Story Restaurant to Story Restaurant. I've studied all the old recipes thoroughly. I started trying to research new dishes. I didn't expect it to be well received. Everything seems to be getting better. The past faded away like a cloud of smoke. I rarely think about it anymore. Only occasionally in the mouths of acquaintances. Hear a word or two about how they're doing. Liam and Chloe's affair. There was a lot of uproar before. I found out later. Chloe wasn't pregnant at all. He didn't want to break up with Liam. So I wanted to borrow the child to force the palace. Wait until you're with Liam to get pregnant with a baby. Circle this scam. Unexpectedly, she forced Grandma Liam to death. Completely broke off the last trace of love with Liam. I heard that the Liu family was looking for someone to take revenge on him. His money was cheated out of a clean one. He also became addicted to drugs. In the end, he had to sell himself for gambling debts. Linger in various low-end factories. I was sick all over my body. Now I don't know where I am going. Not alive anymore. And when I heard the news from Liam was, a friend called. He said Liam was going to have surgery for a stomach perforation because of drinking. After you're gone. He was an alcoholic. Several times I vomited blood in the company and went to the hospital. The doctor said it was too serious this time. I don't want to remove part of the stomach. He sighed a little. You've been fine for so many years. You can't bear to see him like this. He sent a video. Liam was lying in a hospital bed. I looked a lot thinner. When your eyes are closed, the eyelashes flutter slightly. The spirit of the past is completely gone. Only a body of decadence remains. I didn't say anything. Hung up the phone. Wanted to send a message to Liam. I thought about it and put down my phone again. It was his choice. It was also his fate. I don't want to interfere anymore. I don't want to carry it anymore. So be it. The young love is deep and tired of each other. In the end, it's good to be able to have 2 things to do with each other. It's cool by the sea on summer nights. Zane and I often go for a walk at the beach after sunset. The moonlight is magnificent. He kicked the water into my shins. It's endless. I reached for him, but he took hold of my hand. A cold thing put on my fingers. Look down. It's a ring. Diamonds glitter in the moonlight. I was stunned. Zane fell to one knee. Look up at me. The starry sky was full of light in his eyes. I saw me reflected in his eyes. I like you. Come here. I'm blushing. Why so suddenly? He said he liked me every day. My ears are almost out of the cocoon. Didn't pay much attention to it. I didn't expect this to come out of nowhere today. I mean, He said seriously, Ella. 3 years have passed. I still like you a lot. I like you more than ever. I've come to know my heart. Let's get married. I didn't speak. Just look at him. He tilted his head, Ella. I laughed and dragged him up. Standing on tiptoe, a cool kiss fell in the evening breeze. End of full text.